Alright, so welcome to another video everyone, this is Luxar, and today I'll be talking about some air pressure. Now I understand that air pressure is not the most interesting topic to be talked about, but I really want to tell you guys a story and just express how I feel about air pressure overall. So if you guys recall, about half a year ago I went back to Europe to visit my grandparents after not seeing them for a very long time. So I took a plane there. I went with my mom, right? So we took a plane there, and as you guys know, whenever you fly a plane, there's obviously going to be air pressure of when you are taking off and when you're landing. For me, it's the worst. It's like I can handle the air pressure when you take off because we're accelerating at a very high speed. We're going like above the clouds and stuff, right? So it's happening very fast and stuff, but the worst is when you're landing because you're decreasing your altitude so slowly and the air pressure still stays the same. Well, it's awful, right? And it's even worse because there's no direct flights from Canada to Belarus, right? So basically we had to take connecting flights, which means I had to experience all of that 2 times per trip. So basically, you know, there I had to going to Belarus, I had to experience it 1 time, 2 times, and then going back to Canada, I had to experience it 2 times, right? This was awful, right? And another detail that's worth mentioning is, you know, the longer flights, which are overseas and stuff, they were in the bigger planes, like they were like the actual Airbus. But then, like from, I don't know, like we went to Amsterdam, for example, right? I like the Amsterdam, you know, because like it's like dam full of hamsters. I don't know. I like calling it that. Anyway, so yeah. Then from Amsterdam to Belarus, there was a smaller plane, which wasn't as bad, but it was still annoying and stuff, right? But like, it was definitely worse on the bigger planes. I don't know why. I don't know, because the weight. I have no idea. It's just worse. So the first trip, which was from Canada to Amsterdam, it was awful because, you know, it's obviously I haven't flown like 8 years, so all of that was just awful, right? So like when we were decreasing, right, everything just like I started getting headaches, you know, like I started getting like air pressure in my ears, in my brain, in my head, everything, right? And then it just crawled down to my neck, and then the right shoulder for some reason it was super hurting. I don't know why, just all the pressure, and just like I tried to like yell, but I didn't like honestly yell because like I knew that people wouldn't have as big of a problem that I had, so I didn't want to just like, you know, start like panicking and stuff, right? Because like I know I couldn't hear myself like perfectly because my ears were clogged or something. So like obviously I could hear myself less than other people. So like, there's just like moaning with pain there. Oh my god! And like it was awful. I was in the middle seat between 2 other dudes. Like there was just like an older dude, and then to the right, yeah, to the left was like an older dude who's like a businessman or something. But on my right, there was a, you know, like a small kid, right? He was, I think, younger than me. But anyway, also I wanted to mention I hate the middle seat in the three row. Because I overall hate being in the middle of anything, alright? Like, I just hate that, right? And also, I prefer to be in the aisle seat more than the window seat. Because even though you get pretty cool views out of the window seat, right? I would rather have the aisle seat because I have the freedom to just get up and go somewhere instead of like, you know, I have to like wait for other people. I mean, like I have to disrupt other people to stand up, you know, to let me go and stuff. So I'd rather be the one who'll be waiting for someone than for people to be waiting for me, basically, right? And like I had to go to the bathroom several times, right? So like I would obviously, you know, have to like disrupt people to stand up and stuff, you know, if I was in the like the middle or the aisle seat, right? So I don't want to do that. So obviously, no, I'm a very big fan of the aisle seat, and also you can just like you know, spread out your one leg, or whichever side you're sitting. I was sitting on the left side, so like I could like spread out my my right leg, and you know, I could just like turn myself a little bit, spread out both legs. Now obviously, you know, keeping in mind if other people on the plane are walking. But anyway, this was like, I love the LC. The LC is bay. Yeah. So anyway, back to the air pressure, right? So after we landed, alright, so I was very mad and stuff, you know, I was very irritated because of that. Alright, so I was not best in the mood. I was walking up the terminal hallway teleporter thing, right? Very grumpily, right? And even more grumpily when I came back from Belarus to Canada after, you know, getting to the Pearson International Airport. I was the most mad. Okay, I just wanted to get out of like the, you know, this like it's one of those times where I wanted the fresh air and not the airplane fresh air. I mean, listen, sometimes, you know, when you first come in, the airplane fresh air is perfectly right, but like when you get to the top, you know, of the world, and then you get back to down, you know, you just want some air, you know, and sometimes the airplane air is not very supportive of that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so yeah, I was just really annoyed. And even after I landed, you know, in both countries after flying for the Airbuses and stuff, the air pressure was still plugging my ears, even like half an hour, you know, later after I already landed. So that was really annoying when I tried to talk and stuff. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.